Greetings everyone, Phil here from the Nintendo Village, and have I got the coolest island to share with you. A friend of mine on Facebook had been sharing some screenshots of a Kanto themed island, and I just had to get across and take a look. I was blown away by what she'd created, and she's very graciously let me film a tour of the island so I can share it with all of you guys. Welcome back to all our subscribers, and a hearty hello to you if this is your first time at Nintendo Village. I hope you enjoy this video and consider subscribing yourself once we get to the end. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we have arrived in Kanto, but first things first, I prepared an outfit for the occasion. That's much better. And so now we shall head into, obviously, the first area of Pallet Town. And there's Hannah, our guide and the creator of this awesome island. As I mentioned, obviously, first place is Pallet Town, and it's so cool the way this is done. So, Resident Services takes the place of Oak's Lab, and then up here we have the houses for Blue and Red. Obviously, they are blue and red, and you'll notice a lot of this like cool attention to detail throughout the island. There's a lot of subtle things like that, and it's really, really well done. Obviously, leaving Pallet Town, we go to Route 1, and I love the use of weeds here to act as the long grass. That's really cool. There's lots of patterns down you'll spot throughout the island as well. The ledges look ace. The long grass looks cool, and I like these little like Pokeballs and things down here that act as items. It's just so cool. Moving on from Route 1, we head up to Viridian City, obviously. I really like the vibe of this place. Even just aside from the Pokemon thing, all the wood looks together. Now, this tower here, next to where you would learn to catch Pokemon, is really well done, and she's used this excellently in other places in the island, which we'll get to later. After Viridian City, of course, we head to the next area, which is Viridian Forest. Now, this is really cool. It feels just as foresty and claustrophobic, I guess, as Viridian City did in the actual games. You can see a little Pikachu hiding down there. It's obviously littered with Caterpie as well. And, oh, there's another little hidden bit back here, which I forgot to go and check out. So I'll run back around. Down here, see, again, the use of leaves and stuff really set the vibe. And there's another little item. Oops. I tried to pick up the Pokeball. I ended up shaking a tree. We'll leave that money for it, though. We won't pinch things whilst we're here. Yeah, so the use of items like the green leaves and the bushes and the trees and everything, it really sets off the forest vibe. Cheeky little Bulbasaur. As we continue our walk through the forest, we come out at the other end, and of course, first up on our city tour is Pewter City. Now, this is the first bit that really blew me away. This was the first part of the island I thought, wow, there's something a bit special going on here. We run up these steps to where the museum would be in Pokemon. How cool is that? The use of the panels, the silos hidden on different levels and at the back and stuff really makes it look like a much bigger building than it otherwise would be. I think this is so, so cool. Down here in this house is Brock's gym, and this was another thing that I walked in and just thought, yeah, she's absolutely nailed that. How cool is this? It's a proper rock gym. The use of the Stonehenge, the stone table and stool and stuff. And then you've got like the garden rocks and things, and Brock's vest, of course, to set it all off. I think that's epic. Leaving Brock's gym then, we shall head to the next town. Oh, see, spot a little shelter over there. Yeah, we'll head to the next town. So she hasn't totally recreated Kanto, because obviously that just wouldn't be possible. But there's lots of things that give a nod to things in Pokemon. Oh, I forgot about this bit actually. So if we head in here, this is where a lot of the main buildings are created. So first up we have the Pokemon Center. How cool is this? The level of detail is just fantastic. The way she's been able to use the different items to set off. So there's like a washing machine that acts as the bed bit where they heal Pokemon. You've got the nurse's outfit there for Nurse Joy. I love the colours as well in here. Like, it really sets off that sort of Pokemon Center vibe. This is really cool. If we head through to the right-hand room first. In here we have the Pokemart. And this... It's weird because... It kind of gave me like nostalgia almost, the way it's set out and the way it's been done. I love the Pokeballs on the shelves and stuff, the computers and things that act as the till. Even the use of the tool shelf as the shelves, I think that's really, really cool. We head back through the Pokemon Center to left-hand one. Now, I love this. It's a less elaborate room, but the bike shop. Now, does this not just immediately make you think of the bike shop in Cerulean City or what? I think the layout's probably flipped from how it is in the actual game, but there were the 3 bikes up at the top and the 3 down the bottom. It immediately made me think of the bike shop in Cerulean City. It's weird how it can invoke such nostalgia, but I think it's fantastically done. Another room that gave me tons of nostalgia was this, the Trading Link Centre. How cool! It's perfect, right? It's exactly how it was in the game. This is unreal to me. Aren't you glad that we don't have to use link cables anymore to trade? God, that was a pain in the backside, wasn't it? You younger viewers might want to go and check out what link cables were on Google. And lastly, in this sort of poker building is the game corner. This I thought was, again, really cool. I did try and jump on here and play some slots, but apparently it won't let me win any coins, so I could get myself a polygon, but never mind. And of course, there's no like hidden entrance at the back here, but still, really well done, really well set up. Again, just really, really impressed how she's managed to pull this off. So yeah, as I was saying, we haven't done every city and everything because the island's not big enough, but Vermilion City, which is the next up, is really, really well done. Again, there's these use of these panels for the towers and things, which really helps set off the vibe, really helps sell the effect, and I think that's really, really cool. Look at that. It's just cool. One of my favourite parts, actually, of Vermilion City, which she's done, is the... See, more use of the panels there. So cool. Yeah, is the Poke Fan Club. Now, tell me when we go in here that this isn't perfect. Absolutely nailed it, right? That is the Pokemon Fan Club. It's so well done. I love the designs of all the Pokemon and stuff on the walls as well. Cool little Snorlax there in the corner, taking up 4 because he's a big fat boy. But how cool is this? This is another one where I walked in and went, oh my god, yeah, that's the Poke Fan Club. Like, it's amazing to me. I can't believe that she's managed to pull it off so well. So, elsewhere in Vermilion City, of course, the main attraction is the SS Anne. And obviously there's no actual boat here, but we do have the pier and the sort of boardwalk, if you like, that takes you to the boat, laid out perfectly. Captain's hat there, nice little touch. And that just brings it out onto the beach. But there is a cool little Easter egg that's not really relevant to the Gen 1 games, but I did quite like this over here. It's the surfing Pikachu. I love that. I think that's just, again, a nice little subtle touch. And it's weird that the colours of the surfboard almost kind of... I don't know if they match, but they do invoke that surfing Pikachu animation. I think that was really, really cool. So if we head back up here and meet up again with Hannah, and she can take us over to the next area, which, again, is another little Easter egg kind of thing, rather than a stark recreation. Now, I wonder who could live in here. Yep, it's Team Rocket. It's the Rocket hideout. How cool is this? I love the details in here. So obviously we've got Jesse and James's outfits. I love the cat litter box and everything for Meowth. I think that's such a funny, cool little touch and a nice little nod to the fact Meowth is part of Team Rocket. Like, I know, I just enjoyed the fun of that room. I thought that was cool. So next up we head through some little wide areas. Again, there's like Caterpie knocking around, and there's some really nice touches here for the entrance to Mount Moon with the Clefairy stuff. We've got the asteroids and the star pieces up there. That's really cool. And then up here we have Diglett's Cave. There's Fossil there as well, which is a nice little touch. But yeah, Diglett's Cave, I think that's fantastic. And then this is really cool. They've got the Sneeping Snorlax here. And here we have a panpipe that acts as the poker flute. How cool is that? Again, it's just all these little touches and things, these little nods, these little homages that I think really set this island off. Really make it come alive and make it feel like Kanto. It's great. This is where the shops are, which of course means it's Celadon City. Also lots of trees and bushes and things. Again, these panels for the skyscrapers and the tower blocks, I think are really, really well done. Excuse me. Able Sisters there. As we head down here, this is really cool. As you might tell from the purple flooring, this is Lavender Town. And this is another area of the island that's just fantastic, if you ask me. Again, the panels with the sort of taller buildings and things. And then up here, oops, sorry, I squeezed past you. Up here, of course, we have Pokemon Tower. Now, can I get a full shot of it? Let's see if I head up here. Can you see? There's a cool ghastly there. You can just make out the lighthouse at the back there to really sell the effect. I think that's really cool. And, of course, we've got the fossil there for Cubone's mother. It's just really well done. I love the inventive use. Like, the fireplaces to act as chimneys on the top of that building. Like, it's so inventive, so creative. It's just, I'm really, really impressed that the way she's managed to invoke Pokemon by using these random items in Animal Crossing. We head up to the final showpiece, the showstopper. Now, this is really, really cool. So we have Victory Road, essentially, coming up here now to Indigo Plateau. And how cool is this? Look at that. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just stunning. It's so, so well done. I was absolutely gobsmacked first time I saw this. Look at that. It's incredible. How does she do it? It's amazing. Now, there's some nice little touches in here. We don't have, like, the actual Elite Four, but there's some cool different gym types. Obviously, we've got, like, the entrance. It's quite evocative. In here, we have, like, a sort of what would be a flying type gym. Or bug type, perhaps. Over here on this hand side, this is where the fire type gym would be. Again, like some nice touches here with like the flame shirt and stuff. That's really cool. Up at the back here, we have a grass type gym. Again, just really selling the vibe, selling the effect. I love the use of the Zumo map there as well to sort of set off the Pokemon gym, Pokemon battle layout. This is cool for like fossil and like dragon type Pokemon. That's ace. Probably my favourite of this slot is in the basement. This is the water type gym. This is really cool, and I like the starfish there for Staryu, and of course Misty's outfit. Like that's just really cool. I really like the effects she's done there. And that about wraps it up. Like, that is the full island, and I think we can all agree that she has done an incredible job. As I was leaving, I did notice one extra cool thing. Listen to this. How cool is that? Fantastic. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Kanto, and a big thanks to Hannah for sharing her island with us. If you enjoyed this video and you've got a Nintendo-themed island you think we should check out, be sure to let us know over on Twitter, and maybe we'll pay a visit to your island too. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go and check out some of our other cool stuff. We've got a bunch of Animal Crossing content here on the channel, and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all of our weekly uploads. Don't forget to check out thenintendovillage.com for more Nintendo news, reviews, features, podcasts and all that cool stuff. Thanks again for watching. I shall catch you all next time.